Hi everyone, welcome back to this playlist. I'm so excited to have you here as we dive deeper into our course. If you've been following along, we're coming from a detailed background about AI, machine learning, deep learning, LLMs, NLP, and generative AI from our previous video. If you haven't watched that yet, no worries, I'll link it in the description so you can catch up. Today, we're shifting gears a bit and exploring something super exciting: the applications of large language models, or LLMs. And here's the best part: moving forward, we're going to cover all related LLMs and the components you need to implement them. We'll dig even deeper into the world of LLMs, unpacking everything from how they're built to how they're shaping the future. So, buckle up, because we've got a lot of ground to cover. Let's dive in. LLMs are incredible tools that are transforming industries and everyday life. Their applications are vast and span across a broad range of fields. Now, while we could break them down into dozens of categories, for simplicity and clarity, we're going to focus on 5 major categories today. Why 5? Well, these 5 cover the most impactful and widely recognized use cases, and they'll give us a solid foundation to understand how LLMs are shaping the world. Plus, it keeps things manageable for this video. Let's jump into the first one. First up, we have conversational AI. This category is all about using LLMs to power human-like interactions. These models can understand context, respond naturally, and even mimic personality traits. Think of chatbots, virtual assistants, or customer support systems that feel less robotic and more like talking to a friend. Some real-world examples? How about Siri, Alexa, or even advanced customer service bots on websites? But let me zoom in on one example: ChatGPT by OpenAI. This fits perfectly under conversational AI because it's designed to hold dynamic, back-and-forth conversations. Whether you're asking it to explain quantum physics or draft a funny poem, it adapts to your input and keeps the dialogue flowing. That's the power of LLMs in this category. Next, we have text generation and content creation. This is where LLMs shine as creative partners. They can generate articles, stories, marketing copy, or even code, basically anything that involves crafting text from scratch or refining existing content. Real-world examples include tools like Jasper for marketing content, GitHub Copilot for code suggestions, or even AI that writes blog posts. Let's take GitHub Copilot as an example. It fits here because it uses an LLM to analyze your coding patterns and instantly generate snippets or entire functions. Imagine typing a comment like "create a sorting function," and boom, it writes it for you. That's content creation, but for developers. Category number 3 is sentiment analysis. This is all about understanding emotions in text, whether it's positive, negative, or neutral. LLMs can analyze reviews, social media posts, or feedback to figure out how people feel. If you caught our last video, we briefly mentioned sentiment analysis under LLMs, but we didn't dive in. Well, here we are now. Examples? Think of companies like Amazon analyzing product reviews or Twitter tracking public reactions to events. A specific case: Brandwatch, a tool that uses LLMs to scan social media and determine if people love or hate a new product launch. It fits this category because it's decoding the emotional tone behind words, helping businesses make smarter decisions. Moving on to category 4, language translation and processing. This is where LLMs break down language barriers and handle complex language tasks like translation, summarization, or grammar correction. They're not just translating words, they understand context and cultural nuances too. Real-world examples include Google Translate, DeepL, or even apps that summarize long documents. Let's spotlight Google Translate. It's a perfect fit because it uses LLMs to convert a sentence from, say, English to Spanish, while preserving meaning, like translating "it's raining cats and dogs" into something that makes sense in another language, not a literal mess. That's language processing at its finest. Finally, we have task automation and decision support. This category is about LLMs taking repetitive tasks off your plate or helping you make informed choices. They can schedule meetings, analyze data, or even recommend strategies based on patterns. Examples? Think of tools like Zapier with AI integrations, or decision-making assistants in healthcare or finance. A great case is IBM Watson, which helps doctors by analyzing patient data and suggesting diagnoses. It fits here because it automates the grunt work of sifting through records and supports critical decisions, saving time and boosting accuracy. Alright, let's do a quick recap to tie it all together. Today, we explored 5 major applications of LLMs: conversational AI, text generation and content creation, sentiment analysis, language translation and processing, and task automation and decision support. Each one shows how versatile and powerful these models are, whether it's chatting with you, writing for you, or helping you decide what's next. Hopefully, this gives you a clearer picture of how LLMs are revolutionizing our world. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to see more quality videos like this, I'd really appreciate your support. You can buy me a coffee through the link in the description. It's a small gesture that helps me keep producing content and exploring topics you care about. Every bit of encouragement keeps this channel growing. Also, I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, if I got something wrong, or if you've got suggestions for future video topics, drop them in the comments below. Let's learn together and grow this community. And that's it for today. We'll meet again in the next session. Stay curious, and I'll see you soon.